Hey guys, KK here. I'm an emotional healer who helps tough women to remove anger from breaking their addictive cycles. So today I'm going to be sharing about how to get rid of your toxic friends. So by saying that is because I heard a lot of people keep saying, hey, I just lost a bunch of friends in this journey, during this awakening journey or awakening ascension process. I lost a bunch of friends. I don't know what to do. I'm so depressed. So let me tell you about the story of how I get rid of mine by going into this journey. So in early 2012, I have two best friends, both from high school. So we are best friends for about 10 years at that time. And then there was one of the things that been happening too much was when we hang out, one of the friends just start being late all the time. So starting being late was maybe 15 minutes starting, and then when time goes on becomes 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, and it got to one of the points that I got so sick and tired of it was 4 hours. So one time he just be so late, I waited for 4 hours, and my other friend waited for 3.5 hours, and the relationship became very toxic. So when I asked him to, hey, can you just come on time or just be on time or come here earlier, he would reply no. And at that time I feel very triggered, and I told him, okay, so every time you be late, but you treat us for dinner because you are late. And he refused. So the 4 hour part really triggered me, and I didn't really know how to express my emotion and anger or frustration back then. But then some part of me just feels like, man, I got to get rid of them, even though they are like my best friends. I don't know how. So I was like, okay, angels. I know angels were beside me. I'm like, angels. Okay, I'm in this really toxic situations. Two of my best friends, we hang out every week, and I'm like spending 4 hours waiting for a friend. I really want to get out of this. Help me. I only said that for maybe a couple times. I didn't say too much, and I didn't really focus on spiritual at that time because I'm full-time working, and yeah. So what happened was, one of the times that we hang out again, because after the time that was with the 4 hours, and when they want to hang out, I just didn't want to. I just don't want to waste my time, because even though they are my best friends, they are not my girlfriends. Because I mean, why would a guy wait for another guy for 4 hours and then there was no beneficial meanings to it? So at that time, I thought it was the best for me to stay away for a little bit, and then after that, they really want to hang out with me again. I'm like, okay, maybe give them a second chance, but I'm a Capricorn, so I really can't. Well, when somebody treat me unfair, they lose points for me. That's just my personality. I'm not sure about you guys. So I got there about on time, and then the other friend got there about within the 10 minutes of my arrival. And then we just sit in the mall, like a sitting duck for 30 minutes. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, that was the last straw that was broke down my face. I'm going home, because from my home to where we usually hang out, which is where I'm living around here, Metrotown, take me about 45 minutes. And 45-minute travel time, and then wait 30 minutes, that's like 1 hour and a half, right? At least. And after that, I was like, yeah, I'm so done with this. So I just go home, even like I didn't even rush. I went home and I took a shower, and then the late friend called me. Hey, I just got here. What the beep? It's like, we're supposed to be meet up. I'm like, yeah, you're not supposed to be late. So I hang up. So, and then he called. He swear a bunch. I hang up again. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm totally done. I'm like, damn, that was just like magic. I didn't really expect how this work. And then after that, they didn't really give up. They called me a couple weeks again. So the late friend want to apologize. I'm like, great. I'm like, so how? Because I don't want to go out anymore. They say we'll come to your house. I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like it, but like, okay, we are like already driving to your house. I'm like, okay, fine. We got you bubble tea. I'm like, that's nice. That's awesome, right? And then once I see them, they both got bubble tea for themselves with pearls. And mine, just bubble tea, no pearls. I'm like, what? Wait, what? How could you forget the pearls? Bubble tea without pearls is not bubble tea. It's milk tea. What the blah? So after that, I'm just like, yeah, that apologize is not enough value. It doesn't bring enough value in my heart. So, but then I'm like, okay, fine. Since you guys are here, let's sit and talk. So we sat, we talk. I'm like, okay, so you are gonna be still late for every time we meet up? He was like, yep. I'm like, okay, are you gonna do anything to change that? He's like, no. I'm like, why do we still meet up? So that didn't end well. And then a couple days later, when I call the other friend, that we used to hang out way too many times than this particular late friend who doesn't really treat me fairly. I was like, okay, because I was standing in my power, I really need to make a choice. And I was like, okay, in order for me to still be friends with you, can you stop being friends with him? Because I was standing in my power. I know that's kind of selfish at that time. I didn't really know how to like deal with relationship. That was the best I can do. So I'm like, okay, you got to choose, because I don't want you to be sending my information to him, because I told him not to and he did. So I'm like, okay, so I stay friend with B. A is the late friend B, and I told him not to send my information and to A, but he couldn't keep that promise, and he just kept telling him everything about me, and I was like, what the? I'm like, I already asked you not to do that. So I told him, okay, you gotta choose. Either you be friend with A or you don't be friend with me. So he was like, he couldn't choose. So I'm like, okay, so what's the beneficial if you be friend with A? He's like, oh, I could go grocery shopping. He got a car. Yeah, he drive, and he's always late. So that was his choice. So I'm like, okay, great. All right, you made up your mind. Bye. Have a good life. And I sometimes regret that decision, but I decided. And I moved forward. After I move forward, I see a bunch of things that starting to shift. I got into grieving more. I went into depression. The second time in my life, I went to depression for maybe a couple months. And then my dad's like, no, Carl, you got to get out there. You got to travel and experience the world. Friends aren't forever by your side. You are too what do you call it? Too focused on the friendship you've been building with these guys for the last 10 years. If they are not suitable for you, you must move on. You can't just grieve and cry every single day when you get home. He just understood. He just understood at that point. I was like, what? How do you know all this, Dad? He was like, yeah, I just know. So My dad didn't have that many friends. He had like maybe 2 friends in his life. But how did he know? So I didn't know. I have a dream. So like I'm like, okay. And then at that night, I have a dream of meeting a girl, a really beautiful girl. I'm like, okay, whatever. So let me think. What do I do? Well, I was working at that time, so I told my boss, hey boss, I need a break. There's something happened. I really need to take a break. Give me like a month. I come back. So my job wasn't that serious. They allowed me to. So I took a break. I went to China. I traveled. And then my dad's like, hey, why don't you go take a course in the Chinese herbal medicine? That's what he wanted to do. At that time, I am still not really keep my boundaries for my set up the boundaries in between my dad and I. So I agreed. I took the class, and I met this beautiful girl that was from my dreams. So, I'm going off topic right now. So, just know, the universe take toxic friends away from you guys, and move you guys forward during the awakening process. And the more you go into awakening process, ascension process, the more friends you will lose. I just lost another bunch, but they're not that close anymore. So I'm okay with that. And just for you to know, like, people drift away for a good reason. So you can grow. So you could meet more new friends. So you could open your aspects to life. You can experience different things. So I hope that video really helped you guys to understand losing friends is not a bad thing. It's a process in life. And well, for the depression part, we can get to that next video or sometime down the way, because depression is a huge topic. It's another way of people doesn't know how to understand their emotions and not sure how to deal with them. They just bottle it up, and eventually a bunch of other attributes add into it and became depression. So we can talk about that in a bit, in a few different videos. So yeah, I just want to share that. So some of you that is having that trouble losing friends, having like feeling really low, really sad, it's okay, because I've been through there. I feel your pain. It's okay. Just bear with it. Meditate a lot. And even travel. If you have money, go travel. If not, then you could also go to the natures. Sit in the nature. Embrace the nature. And chill. Just stare at the oceans or rivers or lake. It doesn't matter. Just have your solitude, have your silence, and just really, really be with it. Thanks for watching. KK here. Bye.